now we were looking at the last 5 questions in this multiple choice section. Question 16 starts off with, which one of the following is most likely to lead to a supply side improvement in an economy? So we're looking at the LRAS shifting outwards, or the PPF curve shifting outwards as well. We're looking at something that will increase the productive capacity of the economy. So, is it A, innovation by firms? If firms are innovating, they're finding new ways to produce goods, better ways, more efficient ways. So this sounds like it is likely to do that. So we'll put maybe for this one. The availability of imports probably won't. Well, it won't. C, government expenditure on welfare benefits. Nope. D, company taxation to reduce the government budget deficit. That would just affect the SRAS curve, so it won't be that either. So the answer to this one will be A, because innovation by firms will allow them to find new ways to produce goods and services, and the LRAS would shift outwards. The table below shows the values in billions for components of AD in an economy. For this question, it's important to look at what these factors' effects are on AD. So as in, what sign are they? So with consumption, it's positive. With investment, it's positive. With government expenditure, it's positive. Exports are positive, but imports are negative. And that's key to remember, that this will be a minus 50. So it asks, what is the value of exports in billions? So we know that AD is 825. And then we know our signs here, and we've got the figures here. So it would be a case of minusing these and adding this on. So we do 825 minus 500 minus 50 minus 250 minus, put that as x, plus 50 equals question mark. And I've just got my calculator here, so then we can work that out. So we've got 825 minus 500 minus 50 minus 250 plus 50 equals 75. And we'll just double check that that's there. Yep, and it is. The answer to this question is B. Now question 18. Which one of the following is an example of expansionary monetary policy? So monetary policy is using the money supply, interest rates, anything like that. And we're looking for expansionary. Something that's going to have a positive effect on the economy rather than a negative effect, which would be contractionary. So an increase in interest rates would actually be contractionary, so it won't be that. An increase in the money supply would be the case. So because of an increase in the money supply, there's more money in the economy, there's more money moving around, there's more demand going to be caused by that. So that would be an expansionary monetary policy. C, the exchange rate, it won't be that, because an increase in the exchange rate would actually be contractionary. And government expenditure, that's fiscal policy, so it won't be that. So the answer to this one is B. So now on to the penultimate question, which is 19. Which one of the following is most likely to result from a growing negative output gap? Is it A, an increase in the rate of investment, B, a fall in business confidence, C, a rise in interest rates, D, a fall in government spending on welfare benefits? So which one of the following will result from a growing negative output gap? If there's going to be a growing negative output gap, are firms going to be confident about the future? The likelihood is they're not. They're going to be worried about what's going to happen. So are they going to invest in these in certain times? They likely won't. So it won't be A, a fall in business confidence. If there is a negative output gap, firms are going to be worried about the demand in the economy. Is the economy going to grow? Will they have to maybe fire some workers? So business confidence is just going to fall. So it will be B. A rise in interest rates it's not asking us what the government would do. So it won't, just because there's a negative output gap, it doesn't say that the government or the Bank of England will change interest rates or do anything to that. So now we can get rid of C and D for this, because it's just asking what would result from a negative output gap, what would a government choose to do, or something like that. And now on to the final question, which is question 20. All other things being equal, which one of the following is most likely to increase the current account deficit on the balance of payments? So we're looking at something that's going to worsen it. So something that's going to cause exports to fall and imports to rise. So which one of these would cause that? So we're looking at the main cause would be an exchange rate change. If there was to be an increase in the exchange rate, it would make our exports relatively more expensive for foreigners. So that means that they're going to demand less, and that would cause exports to fall. Also, a rise in the exchange rate will increase our ability to purchase foreign goods, so we can purchase more foreign goods for the same amount. So as foreign goods are now relatively cheaper, we're going to consume more. So the answer to this question is C. And that's the end of the multiple choice questions.